Namaste, Jagdish here. As part of our conversations on learning for transformation, we are entering the seventh episode. And the seventh episode is going to examine the way of making sense of the world as education. Education is something that helps us make sense of the world around us. And yesterday we had seen what it means to make sense of the world. It has two components. One is making sense of myself and making sense of the world. What are the patterns that I see within myself, and what are the pattern and the design that the world is made of? There is a design and a system to the world, and making sense of the design and system is about making sense of the world. And there is a design to the way I operate in the world, the way I experience jealousy, anger, fear, ecstasy, excitement, happiness. All these emotions are in a way patterned within me. Understanding all these things is actually what education is all about. Because the moment you understand things, you are empowered to act in a way that would be conducive for the situation. And yesterday, as part of making sense of who you are, who we are as individuals, we had seen how reading experiences can be packaged into wonderful experiences of experience of oneself. We had looked into the understanding of Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, or Hard Times of Dickens, or probably Camus' Outsider, or many of the novels, including Ibsen or any of these, some of the finest classical stories, which, if read well, critically, it will help us understand who we are and making sense of ourselves. So, reading can be looked at in that sense. Also, one more thing I should have added yesterday was about um, an ability to be introspective, an ability to be reflective. In fact, this is where our dealing of the outside world also happens. Life actually happens in three different forms. Number one is we constantly keep on expanding who we are. I was a teacher, then I became a principal, my responsibilities expanded. So I keep on flexing my life. It's like flexing my muscle. I keep on flexing my life. So flexing is an important aspect of human life. Unless you flex, you cannot deal with the outside world. Unless you have expanded yourself, you cannot deal with the outside world in ways that are different from the ways that you have been always dealing with the world. Second, as you flex, you also act with the world. And acting in the world almost becomes automatic. It's like driving a car. You keep driving a car and it becomes automatic for you. That means it becomes reflexive. So flex gets into reflex, which is almost spontaneous. And even when you are spontaneous, you need to keep on examining. What is spontaneous is very difficult to examine because we take it for granted. We don't see that there is anything that we can really improve in. It's like a toothbrush, which even if it has become old, it doesn't give us any difference to us. And till the time we change the brush or the shaving blade, we don't see that the experience is totally different. Similarly, the third aspect is reflect. So flex, reflex, and reflect. These three important components actually extend our personality into the world and we deal with the world. You can't deal with the world any different from the way you start dealing with yourself. The way you deal with the world is a function of how you have always been dealing with yourself. And that is the crux of this conversation, dealing with the world. Unlike dealing with yourself, which is more subjective, dealing with the world involves objectivity. And what is the objective world that we are dealing with? It could be our career, or a competitive examination, or preparing our children for the board exam. Or it could be an impossible question, exploring an impossible question about understanding black hole, or electromagnetism, or making sense of the world which appears more objective to us, which can be made sense through mathematics and logical exploration of the world. How do we really go about dealing with that as educators, as leadership in education, as teachers and parents with our children? That happens probably, I'll take you back to the same question, the question of narrating a story that never ends, an infinite story, an inconclusive story. This inconclusive story we had seen in several aspects of dealing with digestion as a topic. Probably we can extend that further also to understand that the way I am dealing with the world is the very way with which I am dealing with myself. So, Probably 5 minutes are too less. We'll be looking at one such conversation tomorrow about dealing with the world, taking a particular topic. Thank you so much. Be with me, Jagdeep.